Hey guys, it's Lydia and I am here today to share with you how you could save money on electricity. And this is one of those things that, you've got to pay for. And, there's ways to save, and yet doing them is another thing. So I'm actually just going to share one specific way that you can save money on electricity today. And if you have other ways, such as like turning off lights or water heater on a timer, anything like that, I'd love to hear them down in the comments. But the way that I'm going to share with you today is very specific and something that I wasn't familiar with until we had been married several years and somebody talked to me about this idea. So I would love to hear if you have heard of this or not. And that is choosing your generator supplier with apples to apples. I know you can also do this with natural gas, but I have never lived anywhere where there's natural gas. So I've never done it with gas, but check into that if you have gas. But for electricity, with apples to apples, you can choose who your generator supplier is. So at our house, we have American Electric Power, or AEP, and that we cannot change. They will be my generator supplier at 4.9 cents per kilowatt hour currently, is what the going rate with them is. So they will provide our electric, provide our generator supplier. I don't understand all the differences there, like, how that all goes. I just know that you can save a little bit of money this way. But search online. Ours is on the ohio.gov website, and I always print out things because I like to be able to see them on paper version. I'm kind of old school in that way. But we had this list that came out that looks like this, and there are 24 pages of different suppliers that you can choose from. Now it does take a little bit of time, so you've got to commit some time, and it does take some remembering, because like the one I just signed up for is 3 months long. So I had to set myself a reminder for 3 months that I need to go in and double check and see if this is the best rate and cancel with this company. I actually just had one that when I had signed up the last time, I had nothing that was very short like this, and it was 2 years. So I had to schedule myself a reminder. I think I sent myself an email that said, on this month and this date, I need to go in and check and cancel the supplier. And it was up to like 6 cents when I canceled it because it had increased over time, or when I had signed up, electric rates were higher. What you need to do is you need to go to search your state, search apples to apples, or search, generator supplier for my state, and they will give you a list like this. And I always go into this list then and I filter them out, because the first thing, I want a fixed rate. I don't want a variable rate. So that is the first thing I'm looking at. If it's variable, I don't want it, because I could start out at right now I signed up at 3.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So that's saving 1.4 cents per kilowatt hour over what my generic supplier would be with AEP. But I don't want that to change. I don't want in 1 month's time it to go up to 6 or 7 cents. So I want a fixed rate. And this is just my opinion. Somebody out there might disagree with me on this, but this is how I pick out my supplier. I want a fixed rate that's not going to change. So I filter out all the variables and I don't even look at them because I don't want to deal with them. I also I'm just going to read like the different things. It'll tell you how much it costs, the rate, if it's fixed or not. If it's renewable, personally that doesn't matter to me, because I'm going to come in here and find the best rate in 3 months. And if it's with that company, great. And if it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm not brand loyal to any of these companies. I don't even know who they are. And a lot of times it's random. Like this one's Texas and Illinois. I live in Ohio. I don't understand how they get on the list, but they do. If it's an intro price, that will matter a little bit, but there was one that was a little bit cheaper and I went to click on it and it said I didn't qualify. So if you qualify, great, and if you don't, I don't remember who I've used past the last one, so I don't know if it's an intro price for me or not, because I don't know if I've used them. So that it's good to know, but they're gonna tell you if you don't qualify. The term length, some people don't want to check it in 3 months, so they'd rather go for a 2-year that's a little bit cheaper. So that's up to you. I'm okay with 3 months because then I can go back in and I can make sure I get the best rate in 3 months. But if you're like, I'd rather set this and forget it for 2 years, then go for a term length that's longer. Early termination fees, there's one on here for $0, $30. That depends on if you think you're going to ever cancel. I probably won't go in and cancel because I'm set in this amount for 3 months. So early termination fees don't really matter. Make yourself a note. Put it in a calendar, either like a paper calendar or email yourself. You know, when you need to change this, set it up on a calendar on your phone. Set yourself a reminder. So that one doesn't really matter a whole lot to me. The monthly fee, I don't want a monthly fee. If I'm gonna have to pay to save some money, I'm not doing it. So if there's a monthly fee, bye-bye, you're done. Promo offers, you can check that out. I don't know, occasionally we would get stopped at Menards saying, if you switch your energy provider, we'll give you this gift card. So there are some legit promo offers out there. The last company I was with, I actually got a free air filter for our furnace with them, but that was like right when I was canceling that they sent me that offer. So definitely something to look at, but I don't know that I would pick my offer based on that because, I don't know, that gets a little more iffy, but that depends on how much research and how much time you want to put into it as well. So that's just kind of an overview of this chart. And if you live in a different state, yours might look a little bit different, but those are kind of just the ideas of, how I choose my supplier. And really the most important thing I have to say is make that reminder to go back in and either cancel or renew. Because if you don't, a lot of times after that 3 months are up, your rate's gonna go high. And then you're gonna be paying a lot more than you would have with your original person. And that's where they're gonna get you, because they want you to sign up with their company. They want you to be using them, and then they're gonna say, oh, now I gotta charge you more because you're my customer and I have all your information. So pick it out, make yourself some kind of reminder, and go in and make sure you cancel. It's really not that hard. I wanted to wait to do this video until I had actually switched over because I knew it was coming up. And I just had to call the number for their company, told them I wanted to switch, that it was cheaper to go back to my original, and no questions asked. They sent me an email just saying, you've canceled, you're good to go. And it does take like 30 days for that old supplier and the new supplier to change over hands. It's not instantaneous, but this is the way that I have found. It's pretty specific, but that you can save some money on electric. And I would love to know in the comments if you've ever done, picking your generator supplier, or some other ways that you have to save money on electric. Because if you're anything like me, I hate spending money on something that I know I'm thankful for lights, and I'm thankful for all the conveniences that we have that are run by electricity, but I hate spending money on it, and I'd rather not spend any more than I'd have to. So if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments, and maybe we can learn something from you. So I hope this was helpful, and I will hopefully be back soon to share some more money saving tips so that you can live your life better without spending as much money. I will see you all soon. Bye.